how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Wolfstalker25, and today I'm bringing you guys another action figure review on the newly released Marvel Legends Infinity Saga Surtur from Thor Ragnarok. This is a insane figure, and boy, do I have my work cut out for me today with this review, because this guy is so ridiculously big that he can't even fit fully on screen with my surface that I'm recording on my little setup. So bear with me here as we get into this, but this guy is huge. He is awesome. This has been a decent time coming for this to happen. I didn't ever picture us getting a Surtur figure, and yeah, he is insane. So the box is so ridiculously large that I'm just not going to be able to show it on screen either, because there's just not enough room for the box and the figure. Like, for the figure to see how big he truly is, if I bring this zoomed out and keep zooming out, there he is. He is almost as tall as the Hall of Armor stacked together holding the sword up together. So he is insane. He's a very huge figure. As of recording this video, it is the 35th, or 35th, wow, 31st at 3 in the morning, and I just picked this figure up today at Target. He does retail for $52, about $53 because I think it's $52.99, and wow, is this a masterpiece of a figure. He is just insane. So really quick, getting into his accessories, we'll get these in and out of the way. We have the just show you them down here, the 2 extra hands. So we get the extra like claw gripping hand that he could hold someone up by like the face or the head or the throat or by an arm or something like that. It is articulated. It can hinge forward and back, or I guess side to side, depending on how you have it. And then you do have a fisted hand as well. Little bit of a bummer for $50 that we didn't get like one of or 2 of each of these. It would have been kind of nice. But you get these 2 hands, and then you get another 2 sets of hands that are on him, which are the gripping hands for the sword. So you do get 4 hands total with him, which is nice. Like I said, would have been nice to get 2 sets of fists and 2 open hands. And then you get the other added accessory, the gigantic demon hell sword. I'm gonna pull it out of Surtur's hands, and then we'll get a quick look at the sword. So put Surtur back here in the background, and here we go with the sword. Pretty cool paint details. It is translucent, so you can see through it. You're not really gonna see it here because I don't have a good light, so I guess you could kind of see through it. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see through it a little bit. But this thing's awesome. It's got the darker plastic, darker translucent up at the top with the lighter stuff down here. I don't know if any of this is painted or if it's just like they just went with a darker dye or something when they were making the translucent plastic, but it is a little bit bendable. I don't want to go too crazy with it because you probably can break it if you go a little crazy, but like, look at the handle on it and the guard. This thing is an awesome sword. But I'm gonna quickly do a measure on the sword to see how long it is. So measuring the sword out, if I do tip of the sword right here, the sword itself is 10.5 inches long. Like, that's nuts. Like, if I show this sword next to, let's grab our average 6-inch figure of Spider-Man, the sword is that much taller than him. Like, that is nuts. This thing is huge. So yeah, there we go. Got the sword, put that off to the side. Now let's take a closer look at Surtur. Now bear with me here, since this is the first huge figure I've ever reviewed, but you do get the, let's put him in the sitting pose just to get a look at his face, and here we are. Look at that. There we go. Look at that face. He is all translucent plastic with a very nice orangey yellow red for a fire aesthetic. He's got his big old crown here, or his big old eyebrow. Screaming face, got the nice little white eyes. The paint detail on him is awesome. I'm assuming all the black is the extra added paint. But yeah, he is just a monster of a figure. He's got nice orange, yellow extra paint here, and awesome extra black and yellow. Going down to little Surtur feet, and it's like that all the way through. Does have big ol' hinges that they did do a little bit of a paint work on, to try and give it like a, I don't know if it's paint work, it's just extra like dye that they put through the plastic when they're making the hinges, but yeah. You got the back of the head. This guy is awesome though. He is ridiculously large. So we'll take a look at the articulation. So the head does hinge. I think it's on a peg in there. Yeah, I don't see a disc, so it can look, if I put, let me make Surtur sit down. So Surtur can look up that far, can go down that much, and then you get not very much tilt. Yeah, not much tilt on there. And obviously you can turn the head all the way around. Surtur's arms can go up that far. He does not get very high movement because he's hindered by his sculpt work there. So you can't, they go up only to that far. So yeah, Surtur ain't getting his arms up very high. Let me do a look with him standing up, just so you guys could get like kind of a feel for it. Yeah, that's as high as his arms go. Now you can rotate the arms a full 360 as well. He does have a upper bicep swivel. He is double jointed elbows that do get in that far, very nice. And then the rest obviously do all swivel, and they do have a hinge. All of them are side to side hinges. Wait, nope, this one isn't up and down. This is your only up and down hinge. The rest of them are side to side. So that's this one right here. He does, let's see how his ab crunch is. He can go back that far. He has an upper diaphragm as well, which gets a little bit of side to side. Let's see if I could diaphragm him forward. He doesn't go very far forward with the diaphragm. Diaphragm back. He can go back that much with the diaphragm and the ab crunch, and then he does go forward that much as well. So no lower diaphragm, no nothing like that. And then let's see, he's got the upper thigh cut, which is a little stiff on mine. Let's see if I could get them. So legs do go forward that much. They do go back that far, so pretty good. Like I said, upper thigh cut as well. You can, if you want to, put him in a full sitting pose. He does have double jointed knees, which are a little stiff, which is good because how big this figure is. So double jointed knees, get that much. Does have a ankle cut. Does have beautiful ankle pivot as well. Little stiff, but it should be. And then feet go forward that much and go back that far. So very good articulation on Surtur. Very good. The only thing I think I would want for Surtur is my ankle cuts are a little soft, and they are a little bit loose. I wish that was a little thicker, and I wish the arms could go up just a bit higher. But other than that, this figure is a beautiful figure. He is massive. He is awesome. Now, let's get a look at some size comparisons with Surtur and some other bigger figures and also some basic 6-inch stuff. So, taking a look at some bigger stuff first. Here he is next to the old Guardians of the Galaxy 1 wave, Groot. So, that is how much taller he stands than Groot. Pretty crazy. And then here he is next to one of the mini Thanos that we've already got before. So here's Thanos and Groot and Surtur all next to him. Oh, also let's do a quick height comparison on Surtur, or height check on Surtur. So to the top of Surtur's head, he is about 11.5 inches tall. To the top of his crown, he is about 13. So 11.5 and 13 inches tall. So he's a big boy. Here Surtur is next to everyone's main man, Thor. So, yet again, towers over Thor. Very large. Awesome figure. And let's look at him next to a couple last basic 6-inch figures. So here he is next to your Retro Collection Spider-Man that we all know and love, your Star Wars Black Series Captain Rex, and your Power Ranger Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Red. And yeah, he just towers over all of them. This guy is insane. Alright, and now let's look at him really quick. Next to one last Marvel Legend, here he is next to your comic Thanos. So, if you have Thanos, you could get a scale on how big he stands up to him. So that's it for the Marvel Legends for that. Here he is next to your Jazzwares Halo Master Chief. Yet again, right up to his waist on the top of his head. So, Master Chief doesn't even stack up against Surtur. Surtur is huge. Alright, now getting into your import stuff. Here is a SH Figuarts Endgame, or I think Infinity War Hulk, and a SH Figuarts Goku as well. If you want to get your angles there. If you want to have Hulk fight Surtur, like in Ragnarok, even though that Surtur is way bigger. There he is, next to those figures. Here he is next to your Mafex Iron Man, or no, your Mezco Stealth Iron Man, my bad. Figma Samus as well. So, way bigger than them. He is a monster, he's huge. Alright. And then, last two figures, we have the Revoltech All Might and the Mafex Batman. And yeah, there he is. Huge, huge monster. This guy would be a fun guy for All Might to fight, though. And then, last little comparison I want to do, because I want to make Surtur look small. I'm going to bring out the old Toy Biz Build-A-Figure Sentinel. So let's put these guys up next to each other. And there we go. There he is. Looks small compared to that guy, but had to make him feel small. Had to knock him down since he's so big, just a little bit. But yeah, this guy is awesome. He is fun to pose around. This sword is huge. It is pretty hefty, so I feel like it is, like, obviously you could see right here, it is kind of gonna pull the wrist out of the peg. The wrist doesn't seem like it wants to stay in there holding the sword up like that. So this is probably gonna be a two-handed sword. You're not gonna really pose him around holding one hand on that thing. But yeah, this guy is awesome. This guy is insane. He is a monster. I love this figure. He is awesome. $52. I think kind of fits. I wish he was maybe just a hair cheaper, but being 11 to 13 inches tall, 11 and a half to 13 inches tall, depending on how you want to angle him up. Yeah, I mean, he's awesome. Go out there, get him. If you haven't already, he fits perfectly in your MCU display. He could work in a comic display too, fighting a comic Thor. He's big, but he's not too big. Only thing I wish, yet again, wish they had one more set of hands here, and I wish the shoulders went up a tiny bit higher. Other than that, he's great. Articulation's fantastic. Poses up nice. Awesome scale with other figures. Oh, and he fell. So, ankles, obviously. Little weak for how big he is, I think. Maybe it could just be mine, though. But he is all made out of translucent plastic, so translucent plastic usually seems to be a little bit weaker sometimes. But like I said, I got this out at Target, so I mean, you could try checking your Targets right now. Me and Nate from Out of the Basement went, he found it first, and then him and I went back, and I picked up one. He picked up one, actually, so you should be seeing a review probably on his channel as well, if you want to go check that out. If you have not been over there and you're coming here first, you can see his thoughts and opinions on there too. Other than that, that's going to be it for me for this video. This is going to go out maybe today on Saturday. It might go out Sunday, Monday, I'm not sure. I might change up the upload schedule here. I don't have a ton of new stuff to review, but I could always do some older stuff if people are down to see some of that. Other than that, though, thank you all so much for watching. If this is your first time here, or if you haven't already, I would appreciate if you would give me a subscribe down below. It does help me out a ton. Lets me know there are people that enjoy watching the content, and it lets you guys know whenever a new video goes live and a new review, and you get to see my thoughts and opinions on it. If you did like this review, and you wouldn't mind, I would also appreciate a like down below. It does also help me out a ton. Let me know there are people that do like these videos and did enjoy this review and found it helpful. Let me know in the comments. Are you going to pick up this figure? What do you think of Surtur? I think he's fantastic and an awesome figure. So that's gonna be all for me, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.